morning, everyone. Welcome to MaryAnne's Mystic Mansions. I'm MaryAnne. Thank you so much for being here, new and returning clients, viewers. I always say clients. I'm a massage therapist, so I always kind of mix that up. I apologize. You might be a client for personal readings, but that's another issue I'll discuss in a bit. So welcome to my Sun Sign Love Connection readings for today. Now today, and for those that are new, I like to do a slight little introduction. I am a tarot intuitive psychic reader for the past 30 plus years. And my main interest has been, since I was 12, to study the compatibility between, people, relationships, all types of love, just why do people always seem to gravitate to each other? The same people, right? There's 12 astrology signs. These are the sun signs. The sun sign readings are about the personality, the ego, the day and month we're born, where the sun is in our first house. And it gives us such drive and determination and desires and, interests in the exterior world of our lives. And so it just grew and grew, and I've learned so much and continue to learn. And so I pick 2 sun signs every day. Now the first one is what I call the featured sun sign. It is the one I do in a streamline from Aries to Pisces, so that, everyone seems to know when their sign will be next. Although you can always watch for a friend or relative or that special someone you're interested in that may not be your sign. And today we're on the sign of, featured sign of Virgo. So right in front of you, I like to pick, Spirit helps me to pick the highlighted connection. What that means is the highlighted connection with Virgo today gets 3 additional messages through the tarot and under 3 major categories. So this is a random pick, and have no fear if you're thinking, I'm not necessarily knowing this particular highlighted connection. I finished with 3 oracle messages that are directly and specifically guided and love-filled for all Virgos and any one of your zodiac relationships, connections, love connections. So let me pick the highlighted for you. And that's going to be Pisces. Wow. There's a lot of influence of Pisces. Now I know Neptune, which is the more modern ruling planet of Pisces, did station direct. So there's a lot of Pisces is ruled by Neptune. It used to be Jupiter. I feel like it's both, to be honest. But I definitely feel like there's more creativity, more imagination coming through for every single sign. And so let's go with it. I love this connection a lot, and I'll express a little bit about each sign, and then I'll read the messages for you. So Virgo, beautiful earth element of Virgo. Virgo's birthdays are the end of, let's see, what is that? End of August and through September, I say 22nd. And they are a earth sign, which means they are very, very, to me, grounded, calming kind of energy, very, very knowledgeable and intelligent and reliable and resourceful. And they are what we call a mutable mode. And what that means is they're very adaptable. Now, most earth signs have probably more difficulty in changes than the other elements. And that's still true of Virgo. However, out of the 3 earth signs, the Virgos tend to be the most adaptable. And I can totally recognize that in the many Virgos I've known through my life in present time. Because I know that they love to work and improve and expand. They are ruled by the planet of Mercury. So Mercury is all about our mind and our ideas and movement and knowledge and connecting and networking and expressing that to others, and the moving parts to keep things working properly. This is what Virgos do. I mean, they are so helpful in so many ways. That is their natural, I want to say, archetype. They're known as the Virgin, so there's this beautiful energy to want to help and to be very, very good at whatever they do, because they're basically perfectionists in a lot of ways, especially for themselves. Internally, there's almost a battle always going on where they feel like they could just do more, they could learn more, you know. It's something that they at times struggle with, but that keeps them motivated, you know, and wanting to just continue to learn and grow and share. So it's really beautiful. And in fact, I have my weekly chiropractor appointment with my Virgo chiropractor, and she's so amazing, and I learn so much besides being great at what she does. We go off beyond that because we actually, you know, refer each other's clients to each other. I refer my massage clients to her, and she refers her, you know, chiropractic patients that are in pain or need extra help in regards to massage. So it's a really beautiful relationship. And you know what? She's always organized. She always has things planned way ahead. She always kind of is ahead of the game on all sorts of things when it comes to business and important aspects of life that, you know, I do, but she's ahead of me. That's all I'm saying. I rely on her. I love her. I think she is so amazing. She's a great mother. She's been in her business for over 35 years with her husband, mind you. They run it together. So yeah, there's a beautiful natural aspect to them that I love. And you know, they're not frivolous. They don't really have to be the center of attention a lot of times. They're kind of a low-key energy. They can be in the background, but they make such a difference to the world in general, and people really, really appreciate Virgos for that. Either gender, of course. The same goes with if they're just at home. I mean, they will make sure that the house is in impeccable order and everything is done ahead of time, and you know, everything's cared for. If you're ill, they will be there for you until you're well. It's wonderful. So I can go on and on and on, but I love and really appreciate this connection with Pisces. First of all, you're polar opposites, and in more ways than one. Virgo is the earth element, Pisces is the water. You are exactly across from each other. You've got 6 astrology signs on the one hand side and 6 on the other, and I'll tell you, the two of you together makes such a beautiful, harmonious, incredibly long-lasting and deeply, I want to say karmic kind of relationship. Now, the water sign of Pisces is the most emotional, very, very heart-centered, very much about feeling. They feel everything. They feel energy. They feel and sense life, you know, even when others don't. The water in them just makes them very receptive, very, very creative, very artistic, very apathetic, like they feel other people's pains. Now, this can be a lot, you can imagine. And so I feel like a lot of times they utilize this energy that's very spiritual, very much in another world, kind of mysterious, once again ruled by Neptune these days, more modernly. Neptune is the god of underworld, the unseen, the fantasy, the hidden, the, you know, almost deceptive, kind of cloudy vision about what's really real and what isn't, kind of not really knowing what's reality, what isn't type of thing goes with a lot of Pisceans. And they use it to their benefit in the field of art, creativity. Some of the most creative people are that of Pisces. And they are 2 fish. They are duality. They are mutable mode, just as is Virgo. So there's that connection there. Water and earth elements work extremely well together. You figure you have earth that can be hard at times, a little bit, you know, tough to get into, but it needs water to soften, to grow, to be able to mold and move and plant seeds, right? To grow and really build incredible opportunities and entrepreneurial endeavors. Very, very creative, new and inventive ways to express art or poetry or any type of medium when it comes to art with the Pisces. So this is a wonderful, wonderful working relationship as well as love. I mean, there's great passion with both of you, and you love the feeling of caring for each other. So that's always beautiful in a relationship. I think it's equal it's differently done, but it's necessary, and it's definitely, once again, very harmoniously done for each other. And yeah, just a long-term aspect. Whenever you have earth elements, they are in it for the long haul. They work very hard at keeping things alive and working. So that's, and then you keep that beautiful watery element of Pisces grounded. So I love this relationship. I look forward to reading to you now the messages, because yeah, I feel good about this in general, and I'm hoping that that's what's going to come through. But you know, remember, these are, hopefully you'll resonate right away. You may feel this information in these messages later, but also know that you always have free will. There's no predictive aspect to my readings. It's really about the energies that are there and available to you should you decide to use them. And a lot of times I think a lot of people do. They feel it and they sense it, especially this wonderful combination. And they say, yeah, this is when I need to start that particular project. I can sense that. And we are in that kind of energy right now. So the first card is always the overall energy of, you know, what brought you to the reading. And you have the Devil. Wow, okay. So the Devil is representative, it's a major arcana. By the way, I'm using this beautiful new deck I got. I'm going to be breaking out my new decks this year that I received for Christmas, and it's called the OK Tarot. And the wording on the plastic wrapping said, it's not perfect, it's okay. And right now I feel like that's the kind of energy that a lot of earth elements exude. And we are in our last, you know, throes of Capricorn season, which ends legitimately tomorrow, and then we start in Aquarius season on the 20th of January, Inauguration Day. But what I'm feeling here is this is the major arcana, and this card represents Capricorn. So it's recognizing the hard truth and facts about ourselves. Capricorn is Saturn ruled, and Saturn is our taskmaster. Saturn keeps us in line. It helps us remove energies and habits and vices that we really don't need, and reminding ourselves to recognize things that aren't in our best interest. Constantly doing that in our lives, you know, like for example, I'm purging belongings in my house that I wanted to do last year and wasn't able to because you couldn't bring it anywhere. And I have started that. It was the 5th. I saw another documentary about minimalists, and I'm telling you what, it is such a beautiful, beautiful feeling. The grounded energy of Capricorn, which is extremely positive and harmonious with fellow, you know, earth sign of Virgo as the featured sign today, is there to remind us, you know, get rid of things you don't need. It's only excess energy that blocks your originality, your creativity. And, you know, and it could be a person, it could be places, it could be things, it could be thoughts. And supporting each other in this, you know, so that you can grow. Devil seems almost, you know, like a auspicious and ominous kind of energy. And really, it's just there to remind us that we all have a side of ourselves, obviously, that's not necessarily one we like, but it is who we are, and to really respect that and to honor that and to love ourselves for exactly who we are. And if we're not particularly happy with a particular trait that we have, or, you know, a reaction, the way we speak, or what, all of those things, there are definitely things to work on. Not necessarily instantly, but they can be if you want to, especially when it comes to love and love language. That's essential for relationships and the way that we treat and respect each other, right? So that's the overall energy that you're coming into this reading. And this is the mid-month reading. So, you know, it could definitely fare for the rest of the month for you, and you might understand that a little more as time goes on. And then we had that new moon in Capricorn, so maybe it initiated something that, like myself, it just was, wow, the energy that came through for wanting to get rid of these things. And it's just me and a small car, so it has to be done pretty, you know, regimentedly, pretty controlled. But little by little, it has made a difference in my life, and it feels so good. The second card is the possible blessings or obstacles. And you have the Emperor. Wow, that is, once again, a major arcana, so that's 2. it is representative of Aries. Interestingly enough, we have the moon in Aries that went in today. So Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. They're the fire sign. They are ruled by Mars. They are motivated, action-oriented, fierce, confident, sometimes combative. If you come across the wrong way, they're going to say what they think and think what they say. That can be appreciated as long as it's not too hurtful or harmful in any way. But it brings out that energy in you and your relationships. It's like, yes, I'm ready to go forward. I'm ready to release the things that aren't working and haven't been. I feel a very, very strong desire and empowerment within myself. I feel like this could be a boss or a father figure in anyone's life in this particular highlighted connection. And I feel like it could be there for absolute positive. There's always a desire with Aries in my mind, and I've known many Aries, to want to help. I mean, that's their real fundamental and main objective, okay? They're leaders, they initiate, they're cardinal signs, they're very, very powerful, but they want to help. They just come across sometimes as being just like, boom, in your face, right? I like that. I like the realistic realism of that. There's no embellishments in what they're saying. They're true, they're authentic. And that's important for your relationships too. So I feel like you're going to be getting information that's going to be very important, maybe from the government. Certainly we're all going to find out things in the near future about a lot of questions we've had. That's as far as I go as far as politics, but I will say that it's this gorgeous, beautiful energy. If you don't have fire signs in your personal natal chart, which you can always look up for free, that's just this beautiful influence that the two of you are, really feeling strong, independent within your relationship. That's also a very key component to the Emperor, being very independent and, freedom-seeking and strong. You can handle it, you can do it, you can get through it. And I think that's been shown for everybody since last year, which is great. And we're moving forward, everybody. We're moving forward in a positive direction. And then the last category is the category of finances, because that's an important energy. And it is energy, like everything. And so I love to read about, where you are at this point for the two of you, if it is you're highlighted. And I also have a beautiful oracle divination that I will be reading, which is also regarding money and the law of attraction, for every Virgo sign and every single zodiac sign in connection to you. And so finances, also, just the beautiful physical material things we can see, touch, feel that are very tangible, that, we can work towards and create. And you have the 10 of Pentacles. Whoa, oh, nope, 5 of Pentacles. Okay, there's a big difference. Let me make absolutely sure though, because that's how badly my eyesight is. It is the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so what this is saying, and the 5 is definitely a number of change in numerology, transformation. So it tells me that there was definitely disappointment in your finances in the past, recent past. It tells me that it is a mindset, like everything. And I feel like with the Virgos I know who work so hard and have worked so long at that very thing, building their finances, building the stability, helping to secure a stable home for the family, themselves, the relationships they're in. There have been times, and it might have been slight, that you thought, oh, maybe I'm not good enough at this. Maybe I need to consider this. This is not how I want to feel. I want to feel better. I want to feel wealthier, maybe in my health. And wealth has many meanings to many people. So that has been a definite thought, a consideration, and it's a changing very, very quick energy, because our thoughts are so quick. And we're in a very, very prominent era now of air. We're just basically all about our thoughts. And as you and I both know, if you're not an air sign, when you think something at the beginning of the day, it may have gone and you may have even forgotten about it by an hour later, midday, or the end of the day. So remembering that it's vitally important to think as positive as possible about your value, about the 5 of Pentacles, how you can in fact restore and grow yourself, your wealth, your stability, because you have what it takes. You are enough, and you will be getting help. There's always divine help if you choose to ask. Now, that's an important issue. If this is part of what I'm reading, like, oh, I don't like to ask, I feel like I'm a burden. I feel like I'm less than if I have to ask for help. No, not at all. This is the devil saying, absolutely not. Ask anytime and as much as possible till you get the answer you need. And know that you are on the right track, and nobody saw last year coming. Nobody was responsible for having to shut down, okay? I mean, not on an individual level. So please bear that in mind. It is a reminder, and I know for a fact that Pisces tend to kind of go into a mode of sadness, and just they really can get into a spiral that way. So this is the importance of both of you, Virgo and Pisces, supporting each other, lifting each other up. That's what the power of love can do, and that's how healing it can be for each and every one of us, regardless of what type of love it is. So that's what I'm feeling from that message, and I just want to share that I too have been there. We've all been there, and you just want to nip that in the bud, because everything's changing, and I'm seeing evidence as I speak, and it will continue to happen, because that's how the law of attraction works. So you have your ups and downs in life. There's always been cycles. There's always been peaks and valleys. And so we're on the way up now. So like I said, now this is, that is your reading. I hope you recognize, and you definitely can resonate with a good portion of that. Certainly for a good percentage of you out there. And this oracle message that I mentioned is going to be for all Virgos now, and every single love connection you may have on any level. And it is the Money and the Law of Attraction, which is one of my favorite decks that I've had for, I want to say 15 years now, but it's taught me so much about energy, about how our thoughts literally do become things and change our life and our surroundings, and it comes from within, and we bring it out, and that's what we get back. Okay, so being very aware, and this is what teaches us. Great teachers, wisdom beyond my understanding prior to, hearing and studying with them, and you can always look them up as well. Tons of things to be seen online, if not in person. Well, not right now, but your card is number 32, another 5. My attention to it invites the essence of it. What is that saying? Where energy goes, something flows, or I can't remember, but it's just, you put energy there, and that's what's going to be, good, bad, or otherwise. You say, oh, I don't want that. Just the fact that you said, I don't want that, will bring it to you. So we want to watch how we word the things, right? But more importantly, I want to show you this beautiful third eye that's being really prominently shown in this card, and read to you what it says on the back. Anything you're giving your attention to is an invitation to the essence of it. Saying, I want money, but it will not come, is the same as saying, come to me, absence of money, which I do not want. You know what I mean? Just the wording. That's a perfect example of what I was saying. When you are thinking of money in the way that will make it come to you, you always feel good. When you are thinking of money in the way that keeps it from you coming to you, you always feel bad. That is how you know the difference. Now, how more simple can that be? But that is the law, and that is what changes things from yes to no, from nothing to something. I mean, it's really been proven over and over, and I've utilized this, and it's absolutely made a difference in my life. And that was from a lot of years of, programming and thoughts that weren't really working in my favor. So that's another reason I love this channel, and I love sharing the information I can from actual experience, right? And listening to people that I have found to be extremely helpful and caring in their spiritual nature and outlook. So the next category, the next beautiful oracle that I want to read to all the beautiful Virgos is the beautiful deck of Wisdom of the Oracle. And I received this recently in the last year, and I'd seen it on other sites and other tarot readers, and I really, really love it. And it is Colette Baron Reed. And this fell, and I'm going to go with it. I don't normally, but I feel the need to do so. So Colette is a very, very knowledgeable spiritual teacher of many years. And I love her decks. And your particular message for you and your connections is all that glitters. Now, I remember very well when I was watching Colette recently, she had a free webinar, and it was so much fun and beautiful. It's 16, so that's number 7, and that is a spiritual number for sure. People have a lot of luck with 7. But all that glitters, so right off the bat, it's like, be careful, you know, not all that glitters is gold. You know, you get that shiny object and you're like, I don't know. I mean, personally, I don't see a lot of Virgos doing that. They have to look into it. They want to do due diligence. They want to read up on it. They want to find out all the different variables and different opinions, and then they make a choice. So, but we'll see what it says specifically in the book from just a little more information on that. All that glitters. I'm going to go in the front because I remember before it doesn't really have a specific order that I've recognized yet. So what have we got here? All that glitters, yes, 60. Well, almost there, folks. All that glitters. Essential meanings, a need to see beyond the superficial. The desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature. Now, I'm just letting you know from the highlighted connection of Virgo and Pisces. Pisceans are extremely mutable and very much like a chameleon. That's what they're also known for. They can put on a mask so that you don't really see what's really going on with them. They're incredibly talented as far as actors or mimes or, you know, people that portray a different personality or person, a mask. They can wear a mask well, and we all do in a certain extent. So I'll read it again. A need to see beyond the superficial, the desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature. Trying to be something you're not, chasing after every sparkly new thing, becoming mercurial, which is what your ruling planet is, Virgo. So the message is it's only human to want to adorn oneself in trinkets and paint a pretty picture of oneself. It's natural to want to acquire the trappings of status or to deny them as a statement of rebellion. But if it sparkles, is it better? Whether it's a fast car, big house, a title or position, the stamp of authority or the sparkling, authority. Wow, okay, this is all really becoming very synchronistic, isn't it? So yeah, the need for being an authority or the sparkling of diamonds, these icons let you know something about a person, place, or thing. Or do they? The truth is that people seek to acquire things because of what they will do for them and how they symbolically will elevate them and make them more attractive. The card signals that it's time to see beyond the adornments and probe underneath the surface. Learn to recognize the masks people wear and what motivates underlying them and the motives underlying them. Imagine all that glitters is gone. Would you still desire the object or person? Here's the devil to make sure that you know of things that are maybe not as they seem and to be aware of people that are not in your best interest or perhaps wearing a mask. This is a perfect, perfect message for you today. And the relationship message, sometimes we try to become something we're not to impress others. Of course we do. We embellish a story a bit, adding some dramatic elements to make us more appealing. And so on and so forth. But you get the idea. And I really love that. And it just makes us think. It's not that you're doing that specifically. You might have at some point, you know, depending on where we are in our life, you know, we do things and then we understand later that that doesn't really suit us or fit our spirits, you know, as we evolve in our lives. And I just love it. I just love the importance and the gift that it offers us to be able to just kind of sit with that and really, you know, be honest and truthful with ourselves and others. And the last message is the beautiful super attractor manifestation message, which I love because it's feeling the life that we want into existence. So this is for you, beautiful Virgos. And I once again love and appreciate you. If you have not subscribed, please do me the favor of pushing the subscribe button, liking, definitely hit the notification bell that lets you know when I upload. These are the ways that this channel can continue, and I can continue to bring you more, content and hopefully information that will spur you and ignite your love and passions in life. That is my sole purpose. And yeah, so feeling the life we want. We have that power. We are manifestors. I haven't seen this one in a while, but it's that beautiful red, vibrant, fiery emperor kind of energy, which is also our root chakra, which is what keeps ourselves grounded, present, empowered in the moment, stable, secure, all the things that matter to all of us, but particularly to you, Virgo. And you work tirelessly for that. My super attractive power comes from how I feel, my faith and love, and the joy I put out. Well, that is who you are. That is perfect for you. Take a snapshot, say this to yourself thousands of times and feel the change in energy. Bring the life you want into your reality. And I back you up 100%. I hope that you are doing well right now, and you're really recognizing the beautiful changes that are coming forth, slow but steady. And that's who you are anyway. I think you are very, very aware and patient and know how important it is to just allow time to reveal itself. And so once again, thank you for your time. I greatly appreciate you all. Until next time, bye for now.